Hello everybody, welcome to another video. My name is Infiniti and I am back with another knit stitch tutorial. Today's tutorial will feature the gartered rib stitch. It is a wonderful beginner stitch that consists of knits and purls. On the right side you have this beautiful stockinette pattern on a knitted garter stitch background, which is awesome. And then not only is it super stretchy and elastic, but it is also kind of reversible in my opinion. So on the back side you have all this garter stitch on a purled stockinette background. So either way, whichever side suits your fancy, I will show you guys how to make this pattern. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right in. What you're going to want to have is your knitting needles and your preferred yarn. In both cases I am using an acrylic yarn to get that spongy texture that you see in the swatch. Alright, to begin I'm going to create a slip knot, and I'm going to cast on in multiples of 6. Now you can use any old cast on that you would prefer. I like to use the old Norwegian cast on simply because it is a stretchier cast on than your traditional long tail cast on. It's become a favorite of mine over the last year or so, but I find that it's awesome to pair with ribbed patterns, so that's the one I'm using today. If you don't know how to cast on, I do have a whole host of beginner level knitting tutorials back on my channel, and I'll try to leave my knitting playlist linked in the top corner of this video. Alright, 18. Now we are going to add 3 more. Oops. And if you like to do edge stitches, you can add an additional 2 stitches. And 2. Alright? And I'm just going to snip this tail out of the way. If you are particular about wasting yarn, you could just weave it in as you go. I'm going to set that to the side. Alright, for row 1, which is the right side of our work, we are going to be doing all knit stitches. Alrighty. And that is our first row. Alright, row 2, we're going to turn our work. And for our edge stitch, what I like to do is work opposite of where my pattern begins. So for this repeat, we're going to start on purl stitches. So I want to start this row with a knit stitch instead. Alright, then we are going to purl 3. So we are going to bring the yarn to the front. And 3. Alright, now this starts our repeat for the row. We are going to knit 3, purl 3, all the way until we have the last stitch, and then we are going to knit that last stitch. So, knit 3 with our yarn to the back. 1, 2, and 3. Bring our yarn to the front. We're going to purl 3. 1, 2, 3. Knit 3. purl 3. Knit 3. Alright, we have 4 more stitches on our non-working needle. We are going to purl 3. And for our edge stitch here, we are going to knit the 1. Alright. This is the end of row 2 and also the back of the work. And if you turn it over, you can just barely start to see the formation of your ribbing pattern here. This is also known as the 3x3 rib stitch. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we are going to start on row 3. This is a 2-row repeat, so for row 3 we will be repeating row 1. So row 3 is all knit. Now, as I continue up a pattern, if I'm working on a garment, I will slip my edges because it looks cleaner instead of actually working them on the right side of the work. Alright, so just going to knit all the way across. That is row 3. Alright, and on to row 4, we are going to turn our work and we are going to repeat row 2. So as I said before, if I'm working a garment pattern, I like to slip that edge stitch and or start my rows with the opposite stitch from the row repeat. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to go ahead and purl 3. So, 1, 2, and 3. Oops. Alright, and then we are going to go ahead and move our yarn to the back so that we can start our repeat of knit 3, purl 3. 2, purl 3, knit 3, purl 3. Back to my knit 3, 2, 3, and ending my row again on a purl 3. 2 and 3, and I'm going to knit my edge stitch. Alright, and that is all there is to this garter rib stitch. And as you can see on the front side of the work, that pattern is starting to come together pretty good. Let's see if we can focus here. It's starting to come out pretty good, and if you continue to work those stitches, you'll end up with a pattern similar to this. And then to bind off, all I did was use the stretchy bind off for that nice braided finished edge. I hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial. If so, don't forget to leave this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future content like this. I typically post knitting tutorials on Wednesdays at 9:30 a.m. CST. Don't forget to check out my website, sign up for the newsletter so you don't miss out on future pattern drops, as well as Infiniti Crafting Co. updates. Don't forget to head over to my social media and check out my stuff that I have there. I am most active on Instagram, so go ahead, hop on over, give me a follow, and until next time guys, happy making.